Alright, so guys, it's the one and only Christopher Bruce here again. I'm wondering how many people out there are truly aware of the secret war going on between evil and good on this planet. There's hints and clues all throughout society about a secret war between good and evil, between fallen people who get turned into like mind-controlled robots. I don't think they're totally mind-controlled. I just think they're getting influenced by like a mind-controlled AI or something that is seeding their mind with thoughts that cause conflict between them and good people or something like that. But it's basically like people who get turned into like evil robots. They're seemingly good, and then they get totally and completely fucking corrupted and freaking turned into like automaton fucking robots. Yeah? And it's like I said, there's hints and clues all throughout society that fallen people, or like undesirable people, bad, evil, whatever, people who embrace the negativity and the bad ideas, people who do that, jealous people, whatever, greed, jealousy, and stuff like that, they seem to find contentment when they feel like they're better than people who have things they don't have. If you have some form of desirability, whatever it is, wealth, beauty, intelligence, charm, skill, talent, whatever, there are a lot of people on this world who will do like a gang stalking routine against you. And it might sound silly because it sounds like conspiracy theory stuff, but when you experience it, like I do every day, every time almost every single time I go outside, they'll do their little subtle kill with kindness domination shit to try to get something from nothing for you and feel like they're in control of the situation. That's all they do over and over again, is prey upon your kindness. Like you have a gentle, kind, wonderful soul that means well, and they prey upon it. They want to feel in control of your life in some way. And they will sit there all day, every day, repeat the same process over and over and over again, trying to get you to fall, or either lash out and turn to violence or something, or create a confrontation so they can call the fucking police or something, and then be like, fuck you, and try to bully you and fucking dominate you even more. It's a fallen civilization of ugly people. The majority of humans are ugly in every fucking way. The vast majority of humans are disgusting filth in every fucking way. When you test their character, you'll see that they don't give a shit about anyone or anything. They're fallen. For whatever reason, like maybe they were born ugly and they looked in the mirror and they weren't satisfied with themselves, and they started listening to the doubts and the thoughts in their mind and started becoming corrupted and ruined, like what they did to me. Yeah, but it's brutal. Yeah, I'm just curious, how many people out there are fully aware of the war between good and evil, with these fallen people acting like gang stalking robots, trying to use you in any way they can to try to feel in control of their interactions with you. Yeah? So once you notice it, you start getting fucking irritated really fast, because it's like they do it all day, every day. Every time an ugly person is near you, they'll fucking do it. You know, they just sit there and like prey on your kindness, like just pure jealousy, whatever fucking reason. I don't know what the hell it is, but they're screwed in the head. They're obsessed with trying to fucking ruin people. Yeah? But anyway, so yeah, if you're aware of such things, and I encourage you to like refrain from relationships and thoroughly test the character of people before having any form of fucking friendship or relationship with people, because these people are manipulative, disgusting scumbags, and they really do things to somehow force your thoughts and your emotions. And like I said, prey upon your kindness. When you're relaxed and in a good mood for a few days, you go outside and then boom, they ease into your life and try to dominate and control you again. That's all they do over and over and over again. Yeah, and what's really sickening is, like I said, quite often they'll try to present it as some sort of silly joke. Like, oh, I'm just joking, ha 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 ha. Yeah? And it's like, they've been doing it since I was a child. You know? By like sitting there trying to present wronging you as a joke, so you just brush it off and laugh at it, and they can feel like they're making a fool of you. Yeah? And it's like, there really is a war between ugly people, ugly, undesirable, piece of shit fallen people, and good people. It is like, really is like a secret war. Yeah? Between people that were once heroes and stuff like that, and whatever, and then freaking turned to fucking evil. You know, they got a taste of power or control, and they started feeling like, no, you know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe these people were like mind warped by the forces of darkness and dark evil that constantly is attacking me for like years. You know, being corrupted by it and provoked and annoyed by it constantly. Like, just maybe they literally got to the point where they felt like in their minds, even though they're not dominating people for the most part, because of the situation of my life being like my life is like a door stopper in a way. It's like my life is like putting a peg in the fucking door and saying fuck you. No matter what you do, you're beneath everyone. And I don't think they fucking like it. And I think that's what they've been doing for the last few days. Is almost every time I go outside, I'll go to open the door, and there'll be somebody who's walking slowly to try to get there just as I open the door. So I'm holding it, and then they'll try to barge in and get me to hold the door for them or something. Yeah, I think that's what they're saying is like they're considering me like some sort of door stopper or a wedge in the door that was basically like fucking, you know, wedging the fucking door shut on them. And basically saying like, look, no matter what you do, you're never gonna dominate anyone. And I think they're obsessed with fucking destroying me for it. Yeah, so they can once again start feeling like they're in control and dominating. You know, I honestly think that kind of stuff is happening. It's deranged behavior, like whatever's going on with these people. You know, it's like they're fucked in the fucking head. They have like a dirty dozen or two freaking routines that they just repeat all day, every day. All fucking day, every day. The Jesus kill with kindness bullshit routines. You know? They're pieces of shit. They're manipulative pieces of shit. But like I said, I think they understand now that my life and the situation the gods created me in put like a wedge in the door, which prevents them from ever dominating anyone, ever. Because every second of every day, even if they dominate someone for a nanosecond, they instantly become inferior again. You know? That's the situation I was taught about my life. Basically putting a wedge in the door of this fucking war and saying fucking fuck you. You know? You fuckers aren't gonna go through the door and dominate anyone ever again. You know? You might try to sneak through the door or fucking whatever, but it ain't gonna fucking work. You're fucking scumbags. You just sit there and prey on people's kindness. People are trying to mind their own business or whatever, and then you ease in like a greaseball creep trying to fucking dominate again. You're retarded. You're inferior, retarded, dumb, stupid pieces of shit. You have no idea how to dominate people. Someone gave you some limited knowledge of good and evil, and you weaponized it like fucking freaks to try to feel like you had that you were better than other people, so you could go about your lives shamelessly with smiles on your faces, thinking that you're not the worst and worse than everyone else. You know, I'm telling you, if you set up hidden cameras all throughout this apartment building, and you watched every time I go outside, every time I go to a door or go outside, you would see that a very abnormal, weird amount of times, these people show up like timed out robots and try to do their little fucking like sneak through the door and break the wedge type thing. Like just earlier when I went out for my last cigarette, the same girl was coming around. I've in the last 4 days, it must have been like half a dozen times, or it seemed like it, where she was almost always at the door right when I was, you know, to try to sneak through and fucking just try to dominate. You know? And most of the time my mind's off thinking about something else. So I'll walk through a door, throw the door open and keep walking, and then I'll try to go through and just try to provoke and annoy and feel like, oh, you're doing me a good deed and I'm dominating. You know? And then it snaps into your attention and you're like, oh, fucking disgusting pig. Still doing the same goddamn shit over and over and over again. You know? It's like, if you pay attention, you'll see it happening. These people are fucked in the fucking head. There's something seriously wrong with the majority of humanity. Like they're fallen. They really are fallen. They're abominations, and it's sad because if there's good-spirited children that might be being born on this world, innocent new souls, and you'll even see videos on the internet where the adults play deranged games with them to tease them and taunt them for amusement and be like, here, just laugh it off as a silly joke. They're literally like they did to me when I was a child, constantly trying to tease and dominate. Yeah, like it's the same Josephine Barrington Chadwick brain type thing. That's what my father used to call her, was Chadwick brain, because that's what she did. She had the same kill mentality of just trying to dominate and destroy people. And she started doing it when we were little children. You know, like probably around the time we were 8 or 9 years old or whatever, she started, for whatever reason, starting to provoke and annoy the Father constantly and trying to dominate them, as if she got tempted with knowledge of good and evil and fucking fell because she didn't know what to do and couldn't think fast enough and figure things out or whatever, and then fell, and then just for whatever reason going on a hell-bent mission to fucking dominate and destroy everyone and everything, like a disease, like a parasite. You know, it's sad. It's like I was saying, like these people acting like robots, acting like a virus in a machine, and just sitting there like whatever, like just cold. That's the thing is, like you look at them and they just walk around with like their noses in the air. Like you can tell they're competent. They literally feel like they're powerful, meaningful people. That they're rusing and ruining everyone and everything. They're sick in the head. Like they are really, truly sick in the fucking head. And I don't mean just like average looking people. You know, like if you still have some sort of talent or skill in your life, or you're charismatic or you're intelligent or whatever, you know, I'm not talking about people like that. I'm talking about people that fall and have no redeeming qualities whatsoever. You know, people who are just like, I'm assuming, overwhelmed with jealousy or something, and then obsessively start trying to dominate people. There's something like seriously wrong with these people. But anyway, there's some thoughts. I'm gonna head to bed for the evening, and we'll talk to you later, right, Jesus? There you go.